God. We just thank you for our partners. We thank you for our leadership team. We ask that you continuously cover our leaders, Father God, as they lead, all right, before us, as they chop down the trees of this forest of success in front of us. We just thank you for our leadership team. We thank you for our leaders. We thank you for giving us the spirit to just continue forward, Father God. And we just ask that you bless our families around us as we move forward every day. We ask that you just build us into the person that you need us to be to reach the levels that we pray for on a daily basis. And Father God, we just ask all these blessings in your son, Jesus' name. Amen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I am excited. All right. We have a special treat today, and I am not going to hold you guys away from it long at all. For those of you who haven't had a chance to meet me, my name is Dwayne Lodge. I'm 33 years young. I've been in this industry for a handful of years. All right. I've been around the block in this industry. All right. And I really love this space that we have. It's a very, very unique space. This space of blessing people, call it what you want, network marketing, multi-level, whatever you want to call it. It's just a space to bless people. All right. Right. Come on, Dr. Jewel. Come on.
Love it.
Call it what you want. We got a space to bless people, and it just aligns with my spiritual beliefs. All right. It just aligns with my heart and how I'm set up personally anyway. All right. And it just makes sense, all around the board, a space where we're blessed by being a blessing to others. It just made so much sense when I first heard about this industry. And I believe that people that come into this industry with the right hearts, that they really, really excel in a major way. They don't argue or fight their way through this thing. You see that Dr. Jewel, she comes on smiling, and you just wonder, how does she do it so effortlessly? How does it seem so effortless, right? Well, because she has the right perspective, the right heart. She's not here, chasing a certain number. She's really here chasing blessing more people. All right. She's really here chasing God's will. She's really here chasing, her purpose in life, and that's what I fell in love with when I saw this industry. People called it a triangle. I tell them, don't talk to me about shapes. This is not kindergarten. I just showed you a space to bless people. If you want to talk about shapes, call your kindergarten teacher. All right. They say, is this one of them triangle things? Is this one of them diamond shaped things? This is not a kindergarten class, sir. I'm sorry. All right. I just showed you a powerful platform to do some major work. All right. So, guys, anyway, I'm blessed and honored to bring a special treat to this call. All right. One of our team's leaders. All right. All right. Yeah. Let me open the floor to Dr. Jewel right now. Come on, girl. Come on in here and do what you do. Come on in here and do what you do. Come on.
Wait.
Come on.
What was it? 12:30, 1 o'clock, brother? We were up last night talking about this wonderful guy. I just got back from working out. So, but guys, I am so elated that I could cry because Nathan Salmon, brand new platinum 5,000.
Let's go.
I
love you, bro.
My gosh. And you have no idea how many people you have inspired. And it's so cool because I remember in Dallas, he was like, Dr. Jewel, I'm working. I'm not taking a break, Dr. Jewel. And he hasn't taken a break. He often hits me up on WhatsApp. We did a webinar recently for his team, for prospects. Dwayne works with him like crazy. Kathy works with him like crazy. Camille. I mean, it's really a team effort. But the fact that you crossed over and you actually made it to Platinum 5,000, that is I'm just so proud of you. I can't even describe how proud that that's a push. Go from, because you're really doubling, right? To go from P2 to P5, is like a big deal. That's what, like, I mean, P1000 kind of puts you like, okay, you got it in you. P2 definitely like, oh, okay. But P5, you already chairman, bro. You got what it takes because it's not hard, but it's not easy, right? I go back to what Paloma said. Too many people be wanting to take breaks. You got to be like, no break, no break, no break, no break. Work, 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 work. No break, no break. You know what I mean? And so I just want to say I'm proud of you because I know it took a lot of diligence. And his numbers did like everybody else's numbers went up. Then it was like they retraced, like, hey, what's up with the pullback? Right? Everybody deals with that. But you had to bring in enough business to overcompensate for the pullback. So I'm just super proud of you. Dr. Kathy is on here right now. And I know she's so proud of you. Dr. K, are you on? Beautiful.
Yes, I am on.
The trader is in the building.
Myself. You hear me?
I know, right? Take it away and then pass it back to Dwayne after he gonna interview Nathan because I just can't wait to hear what he got to say.
I know his words. I see this guy. Every time I got on a call, on a Zoom with them, we talk weekly to make sure that everybody's doing good over there. If he needed my help, I was there. Every time I saw him and we got on a Zoom, we always got on a Zoom, shirt and tie. They're always in a suit. He's ready for business 24/7. The man don't sleep at all. I think he take naps in between, but he's napping in his suit. And if you call and say you need him, hey, can you hop on? He's hopping on with a suit and tie, and he's ready to do the work. He's been all over Africa. I'm watching him travel. I heard his testimonies, and he still put God first in everything that he do. Every Sunday morning, him and his whole family's in church, and so you can't help but to be blessed. And that work ethic, his work ethic, and the way God has just gifted him to just win people over and help get them delivered and everything. Nathan, words cannot express. I'm so proud. I think I woke him up last night when I called. I was like, oh my God, I just checked my numbers. Did you check your numbers? Check your numbers. He already knew. But I am so grateful to have leaders like this, Dwayne, Nathan, Augustine, Anthony, those three fellows right there. Don't sleep on
them. They're not playing. Now wait, Catherine, you know it's real when I'm about to drop Nathan Salmon in the Chairman 25 chat. What?
Yes.
Let's go. Wow.
But I am so grateful, Nathan. I am so honored to have you to be a part of this team. Your work ethics, your prayers, your encouragement, and and the things that you do to keep people going. I just love it. Keep doing what you're doing. I am so proud of you. Dwayne, I'm gonna let you take it over because I'm about to start asking questions. So I'm just gonna let you take it over and do your thing. I am so proud of you and your team, Dwayne. Y'all keep
Let's get right into it. Why wait, right? I mean, Nathan, I could almost cry, bro. This is super exciting, but I know the heart that he has, so this ain't just about numbers. It's not just about numbers. Don't get me wrong. We all got to get in. We got to feed our families. But this is not just about numbers to Nathan. He has a way bigger vision, and he has a heart to really do this thing right. So Nathan, man, we're going to have you share a little bit of your story, and then we're going to open the floor for some questions, bro, because people are trying to figure out how do we do it? How do we do it? So share your story, brother. Bless us, man. Bless us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. The whole Rise and Profit family. I Build Legacies, Rich University, anything connected to Rise and Profit. I want the t-shirt. I want the Drip Nation. Every single one of you. I love you. Thank you, Sean. There's so many people who have just poured into me over this period of time, this last 13 and a half months, which I can't put it into words how appreciative I am. But I want to tell you guys right now that 13 and a half months ago, when I saw Dwayne on Instagram, I was at a place in my life where I was kind of broken. I trusted in a lot of people. I trusted in a lot of systems. I knew that I'd been endowed with gifts from God, and I knew that it wasn't just to make me financially free. I know there was something more inside of me to touch lives. And so when I saw Dwayne, I saw that he had the same heart. I saw that he wasn't a talker, he was a doer. And I just said, Lord, if this is the man that I'm to partner with, if this is the man that I'm to follow, Lord, just make it a way for it to happen. Guys, what you have to understand is 13 and a half months ago, when I saw this situation, when I saw the CEO movement, when I saw the vehicle of I Am Mastery Academy, I didn't have the money to get started. I didn't have the money to get started. And so I did the second best thing. You know, when I even heard Jim Rohn, says I did the second best thing, I lied to her, right? You know, when he talks about the girl with the cookies, right, at his front door. I said, Dwayne, I'm in. I'm just doing my research. I'm going all in with this. You know what I mean? I can do this. Look, I can get on the first page of Instagram. I do this. I've helped this person, that person. And I was broken inside. I'm saying, how have I worked so many years and I don't have this money just to touch right now to make it happen? I could use excuse after excuse, but excuses don't work. And you know what Dwayne said to me? He said, listen, Nathan, bro, great, awesome. You ready to get started? And I said, yeah, man, I'm in. I'm going to do it. I'm on it. And he was like, listen, Nathan, sorry about this. Someone calling. Let me see if I can close out this Facebook. Okay. I hope okay, it's going to go off. Good. Right. So he said, Nathan, just make it happen. And I said, Dwayne, I promise you, I'm going to be your biggest success story, bro. Just give me everything you got. I am the most coachable person you're going to meet. But I know I've got something I bring to the table that I'm going to be coachable. And guys, that's why, you know, my passion, my drive is this. My parents are my drive. My parents are my wife. Parents are my why. You see, my dad, you know, your pain is your power. Your pain is your power. My dad, he was a heavyweight boxer. A heavyweight boxer in the UK, number 11 and all of the fighters in the UK. And, you know, my dad, he went on to have a mechanics business. He was a mechanic as well. But I used to see how he used to just give people, yeah, man, you can just give me a drink. He never really said paid top, you know, people never paid top dollar for his service. And I saw him working 14-hour days, 15-hour days. I saw crazy stuff in the household. I saw domestic violence. I saw a whole bunch of stuff because of finances. And I said, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that. I saw my mom work for the National Health Service as a nurse and a midwife. I saw her go to work when she'd had an hour's sleep and she was doing 12-hour shifts. That's why I got so much heart for people like Sabrina, Millie, Daisy, all the nurses, Mal, all the people who are in this circle who seriously are, who are servant leaders, nurses. I've got a vocation in my heart. And I saw her, you know, I heard that she collapsed in the ward at 3-4 o'clock in the morning from exhaustion, where she had an angina attack. And she was off work for 6 months. We're from Caribbean heritage with, you know, Jamaican background. And it's like my mom died. It's like my mom died is because we all know how to work. And so what happened was we went to a meeting and they were saying, okay, we're expecting us to get like a payout. They say, listen, she's going to retire early and they can give her a payout. There's people who've been in the NHS 6, 7, 8 years getting 20 grand, 30 grand, 40, crazy numbers. But they said, sorry, Lorna, we just don't have it in the budget. That day, I said, I will never work for somebody else. I'll never work. I will never work. And I never did from that moment forward. And so that's what gives me passion. That's what gives me passion. I hear people like B, who's in our team, who had something happen to her at work. You know what I mean? And the stress and the strain. So what am I trying to say? If your why doesn't make you cry, you need a bigger why. You see, my dad, he trusted some of these people in our local area that they were going to do something for the people. They were going to do something for the African Caribbean people. And guess what? The lady who said they were going to do something and they paid all the bills and all these different things, they hoodwinked the whole of the community to say that they are up to date. And they stole the money. She stole the money. And my dad and my mom and 2 or 3 other trustees were left with a £40,000 charge on their house. A £40,000 charge. If anyone understands, you know, monopoly, that's not a good thing in a bad way. It was a charge at 8% a year increase. Compound. I've been knowing about compound for the past 7 years. I didn't know about compound in a good way because that 40 grand in the period of 4 years went to 80 grand. It doubled. And you know what? The man said he was supposed to be a Christian, the person who owned the building. He was like, listen, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to take your house. I'm going to take your house. That's what happened, guys. And so I said, oh my goodness, I'm not in a position to help my family. I'm not in a position to help my parents. And it was tough, man, because it was like, it's me. I couldn't depend on my older brothers. They're not entrepreneurial like that. It was me. I was willing to self-sacrifice to make it happen. And you know what? Crazy stuff happened. My mom and dad's relationship, it went bad. It broke down. I saw my dad suffer depression. I saw my dad now suffers with dementia. I saw their relationship crumble because of money. So when I found a space like this, I was not going to play with this. I knew that if I took this serious, people like Dr. Kathy, when I knew about Dr. Kathy's story, I talk about Dr. Kathy all day long. When I heard about his story, I said, wow, that's me. That's me. And I said, you know what? My situation can change. And so I was like the woman in the Bible, the woman with the issue of blood. I just wanted to get around this lady. I wanted just to touch the hem of the garment. I just wanted to know that she literally was real, and she was real. She came to Milton Keynes. She changed my life. She changed Augustine's life. With people like Dr. Jewel Tankard, like my mom loves this Real Housewives of Atlanta and all this type of stuff. And I'm like, wow, we really got someone like that. Or he's really got it. X amount of properties, planes, all this stuff. So I'm telling you right now, guys, I'm just trying to set the captives free. I had an amazing call with Laura straight after our call just a moment ago. And Laura Littleton, incredible lady, very close to P600. And Laura was like, Nathan, I know you're not going to stop. And I said, yes, you know what? I get it. Laura, it's not about the rank for me. It's not about chairman 50, all that type of stuff. What it is I get so much joy knowing I've helped someone make £1,000 in a day in the market. 2,000, 5,000, that's addictive. I said, I get so much joy seeing so many people win, rank up. Everybody sees the suits, the ties, the this, but I know Augustine. I know where we've been back to back in companies. I know where we've been in hotels where I'm like, listen, bro, we both ain't got nothing. We went to, where was that place? I think it was about even one of the events. Where were we? One of the first events here. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. One of the first events, we went here, and me and him, he was staying in another apartment, and we went in the bathroom. We went in the bathroom and we got off the plane. I'm brushing my teeth. He's brushing his teeth. And he listen. He was like, listen, man, have you got $50, bro? I'm like, bro, this is my life. I got like $80. That's for the whole trip. Guess what? Residuals landing in 2 days. I think we can hustle stuff. But we're leaders. Like, we got it. I need the money to go to help. Yeah, no worries, bro. You handle that, bro. I don't care, bro. Ride or die. We'll walk. So you guys see, I've seen where me and Augustine have been in hotels where we're in the hotel from 12 hours straight. And I'm like, bro, you want to drink? Nah, I'm good, man. Just drinking water. I was getting kicked out. I've been in a situation where I'm seeing Anthony and Keisha when she was having desire. And a pregnant woman maybe 3 weeks away from birth, 3-4 weeks away from birth, in the grind, 12, 13, 14 hours. In one hotel, and we're bringing in sandwiches, sneaking sandwiches. Yo, you want this? So guys, you see the glory, but you don't always know the story. The pain is your power. The pain is your power. So that's my story, Dwayne.
Oh, bro, come on. We got to unmute one time and just show some love. I know it's a little.
That's it, brother Nathan. That's it.
Respect, brother. Well done.
It's just
so proud of you, bro.
Lessons in your story, bro. It's so many lessons in your story, so many lessons in that journey. Because people just see us come on calls and they see us smiling. They see us with a nice shirt on or something. And they just think it's all good. Why do these guys get to just breeze through? I'm trying to tell you, man, there's so many lessons in the journey, and it is what it is. There is no testimony without these tests. I tell people, man, and it might sound crazy, but I pray to God for challenges. Like, I pray for them. So many people want to get away from the challenge. Can you just make it easy on me, God? Just make it easy. Please take all this stuff away. I'm over here praying for it, because I know it develops you into who you're asking to be, So, man, I just admire another soldier like you that literally can give a story of all these, all these tests. I don't even really call them challenges. They're just little tests Come on now, you can't graduate without going through a few tests. All right. So man, I just admire you for sharing these tests. So I'll get out the way though. Let me see if we'll get a couple questions in here. I don't want to hold this call too long, but we do got some hungry people on the call who will probably love to ask you, a few questions on what does it really take, man? What does it look like? What's the steps? What's this? What's that? How did you get past this, that, and the other? Anybody on the call who wants to throw out a couple questions, take advantage, guys. We got this community, man. Leverage this thing. So anybody on the call wants to unmute and and ask a question to our newest Platinum 5000. This is unrare territory. 5,000 a month? Are you kidding me? Extra income? This is rare territory. Come on, you guys got to unmute. If there's anybody who's looking to get
I am on the line. I am on the line. This is
there.
Phineas.
We go. You got it. You got it. Absolutely.
All right. I don't have a question, but I just wanted to tell everybody on the team that we have an amazing gentleman on this call, Nathan Salmon. I'm in New York. This gentleman is in UK, like Dr. Kathy said. Every time I pick up a phone to call this gentleman, he's there for me. I've been through my ups and my downs. And sometimes I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I pick up the phone. I'm in tears right now, but it's all good. It's for good reason. Nathan, I love you so much, man. I've been in this team for about almost 4 months, and you've touched me in many ways. And I know you're up for greatness, and you're gonna do amazing things. That's all I have to say, brother. Congratulations for your position, and I know there's many more to come. Thanks, brother.
Amen. I love it. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing that. If anybody else wants to come on to the call, we got time, guys. We got a few more minutes. Anybody else? Yes.
I don't know if you can hear me. I can't be on calls and I don't talk. My tongue don't allow me to keep on. I don't know about you guys, but my tongue always tells me to speak. Look, I don't want it to be a crying call. We are not in a funeral. We're in celebration mode, okay? I'll just bring some tears down. Nathan is going to tease me up that I'm going to tease him too. But the reality is, I appreciate Nathan. I appreciate Nathan. We come on these calls and we share stories and people think these guys do rehearsal to speak about their stories. We don't do rehearsals. These are real life fact stories that is happening on a day-to-day basis. 3 years ago, I met this gentleman on the train. I'd already been into stuff. I'd already been into different companies. I couldn't trust nobody anymore because people don't say what they're going to do and they don't help you the way they say they're going to help you. A lot of us have been hurt over the journey because that's life. It's normal. Not everybody had the heart to help you. But there's one thing I saw about Nathan, that he was willing to put down. Most people see, Augustine, he mentioned Augustine, whatever. I couldn't even get to know rank in the previous companies. But this gentleman put all his crown, put all his titles down and said, look, bro, I'm going to pour into you. Sometimes one thing people don't understand that you're going to have so many people in your team that they don't get the result right now, but you got to take time to groom them. You see an August in the suit, it's not made yesterday morning, right? There's been work, all right, because somebody put down his pride and ego to help us win in this season, okay? So that's why people don't understand why I stick with Nathan. People don't understand why I'm around this guy, because he didn't look at the paycheck. He didn't look at the money. All right? And when we say it's not about the money, people don't understand. They think it's about the money. You've been called for a mission. All right? You die with the mission in you. The mission is to help people. And I don't know about you, but I understand life in two ways. You are here to praise the maker, the one who gave you the air to breathe. And you're here to also help one another. That's why when you go to the hospital, it's to service to somebody. When you sell a house, it's to serve it to somebody. When you go to the shopping mall, it's to serve it to somebody. Everything is around somebody. So when people say, I don't want to help somebody, you're actually shooting yourself in the foot, because everything is around somebody. So one thing that I admire about Nathan is that he's selfless. He's going to be on the phone with you. Even when he has it in his mouth, he's putting it out to give you. He's not saying that, let me chew it first. Most people tend to eat it first before they say, oh, now you want to eat. No, they want to really give it to you because they want to give it to you. And the story that he said was true. It was $50 in Miami, our first international event. We did whatever it takes to be at the event. You guys we come to this event, you see the suit, but you don't know. You don't know. And I can say with my story, I know it's coming. But up to now, Nathan shared some of his story. Up to now, because of the last event, my dad is not speaking to me. We're not even speaking till now. All right. So you got to understand there is a process that you have to go through. You know, we gotta appreciate the leaders, people who put themselves out there to serve you. So when people serve you gotta appreciate them in public. You gotta appreciate them at all time. I want to say a big thank you to Nathan. You know, major success and things that we're gonna go. I told him today, we spent 3 years on the train. We met on the train. We took a picture. That picture is there. When you meet somebody, take a picture. You don't know what that story will become tomorrow. All right. And I told him, bro, we're gonna spend 30 years from now. And he always hear me say this word. It's not about the friends of the past. It's about the friends of the future. The people where you can go into their house someday. You can spend time with their kids. You can spend time with your home. You can open your fridge without no permission. That's the friends of the future we're looking for. So if your spirit doesn't tell you that you're in the right place, I'm telling you right now, put that bad spirit out there, because what's about to happen this season, trust me, hashtag it, or I shall see. I want to say, bro, much love. It's just the beginning, man. P5000 was you to give us a signal of what God's, you know, promise is, a signal to say that, bro, we are going way, way, way beyond. The people who are willing to grind, welcome to the grind boat. God bless you, bro. I love you so much. Let's get this thing cracking. Let's make it happen. That's the table, all right? God prepared a table before our enemies, and we had dinner on that table, all right? And that dinner is going to feed a lot of people, all right? So, bro, I appreciate you, Dwayne. Much love, bro. It was all because of you. We trusted your word that night. We trusted the word you said. You said, guys, I'm looking for partnership. And Dwayne always used this word partnership for a reason, all right? Partnership. You do your part, I do my part. Don't expect me to open the door and you don't come and sell the product. Don't expect me to have a partnership with you and you don't come and do your part by opening the door. That's no partnership. Majority of us want us to go to chairman. You don't want to do your part. I promise you, if you do your part, God will bless you in abundantly, bro. I appreciate you all. See your movement, Dr. Drew Tankard. Much love. Never had a millionaire mentor before, but I'm grateful because of this space. Never had a rich mom or a wealthy mom, Dr. Katz, before. We are super excited. Trust me. P5000 is going to become P150. It's going to just pop like popcorn. God bless you all. I appreciate you, bro. Much love. Thank you. Let's go.
Powerful, powerful.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We'll open the floor for one or two more. Come on. If there's question, comment, concern, anything out there. Anybody?
Love you, bro. Love you, Nathan, bro.
You, bro.
Nathan, Tony Scott Jr. here, man. I just want to say, thank you, brother. I know, you and Augustine have spent hours on computers with me late at night when y'all didn't have to. So I definitely appreciate that. And I definitely want to take this time right now to say thank you. But also, just because I know there's somebody on this call that today is their first time being on this call. This is their first week on this call. This is their first month on this call. Your expertise, your knowledge, your unselfishness has helped me. But I also want to give it to the people who are on this call. I don't know who's on this call right now for the first time. I don't know who's on this call. This is their first week in business. But I do know there's people on this call who are frustrated with the business. They are struggling. And your story is a living testament that it can happen for them too. So I would love, brother, just what do you say to the brand new person who's on this call? And I know you've given me so many nuggets, so many jewels. That's helped me through my business to get to where I'm at right now and where I'm going to be. But I would love for you just to spread some of your knowledge, brother, with them as well. So with the brand new people and the people that's on this call, brother, if you would.
Wow. Thank you so much, my brother. I'm just going to actually pull something up. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. So really what I say to the new person on today's call, anybody who's seen this for the first time, is it starts with a decision. It starts with a decision to say, you know what, I want more. Right? You've got to, as David Imanitie says, it starts. Is that mine? Yeah. As David Imanitie says, it starts with desire. Desire plus belief times action equals results. So you got to have the desire. And first and foremost, this is a quote which I listened to from Les Brown. I'm like, where did that come from? And I always sort it out. But this is who I stand for. This is what I live by. And this is what he says. I do not choose to be a common man. It's my right to be uncommon if I can. I seek opportunity, not security. I do not wish to be a kept citizen, humbled and dulled by having the state look after me. I want to take the calculated risk to dream and to build, to fail and to succeed. I refuse to barter incentive for a dole. I prefer the challenges of life to the guaranteed existence, the thrill of fulfillment to the stale calm of utopia. I will not trade freedom for beneficence, nor my dignity for a handout. I will never cower before any master, nor bend to any threat. It is my heritage to stand erect, proud and unafraid, to think and act for myself and enjoy the benefit of my creations, and face the world boldly and say, this I have done. So what am I saying? You start with a decision and you start with the end in mind. There isn't try. There isn't I'll see what happens 30 days if I can't afford my monthly fee. It's listen, all in is all in. You got to see yourself out of that 9 to 5. You got to see yourself with more options. You got, who do you see? What do you see for your future? I say this to people. I say, write on the left-hand side of the paper all the stuff that you don't want. Write on the right-hand side of the paper all the stuff that you do want. You finally found a space where you can dream and you can achieve. I was sick and tired of this side. I was sick and tired of looking at the right-hand side of the menu for the price. I want to go to the left-hand side of the menu and just choose what I want. And finally, you're in the right space. So make a decision. Be uncommon, because I promise you, you're going to have uncommon favor and you're going to get the results that you truly desire. Just stay close. Be here a year from now. That's what I would say.
Massive, 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 massive. Come on, come on, come on. If there's one more, you guys got to pull a little more value out of him. You got his live attention right now. Some of you got his live attention right now. That was an excellent question, Tony. What would you say to the new person? Anybody else have something they want to, ask or speak to Nathan on to get a little more value out of him? We got one or two more. We got a few more minutes, guys.
Hey, this is Toya in Dallas. What would you say to the person that's extremely tired and that has like a single mom, a son, a job, and you really want to do this business, but you can't find the time and you lacking the money just to stay in the business? What would you say to that person?
Wonderful. It's Toya, right?
Yes.
Wonderful. So Toya, honestly, Jay-Z says this: you have to go out there and find inspiration. If inspiration doesn't find you, you have to go out there and get it. So I would tell that person the story of another single mom. I'd tell that person the story of Dee Dee, who overcame. I would tell that story of people like Melissa Wilson, who is literally will go to work, come home like a zombie, still do a Zoom call, still make it happen. All right, still share the love. It's the stories. I would tell stories like Adesua. It's all it takes is a spark of inspiration. Maybe this is your call to say, you know what, I can get it done. Because excuses just don't work. If nothing changes, nothing changes. I would tell the stories of the people I see on this Rise and Profit right now. If she can do it, you can do it. I would get on a freeway. I would say, listen, Dinah talks, Dee Dee talks. Could you please speak to Janelle? Could you share your story, how you made it out? That's what I would do. I would show them that this works and it can work for them if they work the system.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Incredible, incredible, incredible. We got one more. We got room for one more. Anybody else want to pull a little value out of Nathan, man? This is huge, huge. Anybody else want to bring one more question to the table? Anything else to get some service, get some help, get some guidance, get some experience?
Man, I'll ask another question. One thing they don't want to, I will. One thing that I've always admired, just in the CEO movement, with Dwayne and Nathan, also with you that you cultivated in London, brother. Y'all culture, I feel like y'all have really created a culture in the UK team, brother. And I know culture is big because people will stay around with the culture. Also, as you know, our products are amazing. The CEO movement is amazing. Dr. Jewel Tanker, she's amazing. Dr. Kathy Kirkland, she's amazing. But y'all have a culture in the UK that I would love for you just to maybe talk about how you built up that culture. And for people who are getting started, how do we create that culture? You and Dwayne. Dwayne has created the CEO movement culture, but I know you've created a culture in the UK. With the organization over there. So if you could talk about that, I think that's a major piece. And when I say culture, I also mean activity in your culture, because I know y'all have, events that y'all are doing, but y'all incorporate that with the culture of building, of trading, everything coming together in one nucleus. So I mean, that's one thing that I admire for you. So I mean, I would love to just kind of hear yours speak on that, creating a culture of just the business.
Amazing, bro. Thanks. So I would truly say this: it's the meeting of the minds. It's the power of the mastermind. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This is not Nathan. This is masterminding with people like Anthony Howe. I know my limitations. I can't make banners. I can't hold events. I know where my strengths are and I know where my weaknesses are. And I go to the people who are far more qualified than me. It does not matter about upline, downline, crossline. I will go and get the answers. For example, we've got a great team leader who's just launched in London, Dre. He's got a launch event tomorrow. We went there, I think it was last week or the week before. I was like, to Dre, listen, bro, I need you to contact Anthony's such a servant leader that it doesn't matter if you're on his pay leg or not. Cross line, down, whatever, he's going to help. So I knew Anthony had the answer to that. All right. So we've just come together and we mastermind a lot and then we push it forward. So it may be like you may see Beyonce at the front, but we're nothing. Destiny's Child's nothing without Callie and what's the other one called? Callie Michelle. You see what I'm saying? The whole movement. So everything, I go to Dwayne. How do we do this? How do we do that? What should we do here? And then our model, to be honest, truthfully, the main factor we focus on is the franchise model, right? We focus on, we watched an incredible movie, and I'd encourage everyone tonight, outside of income producing activities, hours, right? I would encourage everybody tonight to watch the movie about McDonald's. What's it called now? What's the movie about McDonald's again, Ant?
The franchise.
The franchise. There we go, right? And Mr. Ray Kroc, it comes about vision. You see, the McDonald's brothers, this is just facts. The McDonald's brothers were in a situation where they couldn't expand beyond 2 restaurants, right? They tried a franchise in Seattle, this place, and then the third. And they said, all we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we just build up this one franchise, franchise. But Ray Kroc, the milkshake specialist, said, I see this all over the world. I see thousands and thousands of franchises. Let me buy this out. They sold it. The McDonald's brothers sold it out. And they said, for $2 million, $1 million each, right? And guess what? They kept the name. But Ray Kroc saw the vision. And so if you go to McDonald's, the same Big Mac is the same in North Carolina as it is in Stoke-on-Trent in the UK. All right? You go to window 1, 2, and 3, you're going to take your meal and you're going to go. It's 2 gherkins. It's not 5. It's not how you think it will be. And so our focus is, how can I do the same thing in Germany, do the same thing in New York, do the same thing in Australia, uniform? And that's how we're having this explosive growth, I would say, bro. The meeting of the minds and with the franchise model in motion to say, you know what? If 1,000 people, can they do what I did? Right? Can this happen with or without me? That's it.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, man.
Sauce, so much sauce on this call. Guys, this call has been loaded with value, realness, secrets to success, heartfelt stories, journey, everything, man. I hope you guys really, really appreciate what you caught today. Yes, Augustine has a question. Yes, sir.
Just a question. This could go for somebody listening. So, Nate, I know in this industry, on this amazing business, people have this, how do I call it, pullback, just like in the market. They jump on board, they get a couple of people on board, and the first season, those people flip back, and then they get emotionally attached to the journey, and they're like, oh, I can't do this anymore. They let their feelings get attached to their heart, and they don't see, as you mentioned earlier, the end goal. What would you say to somebody who has a lot of potential, but because of being inconsistent and whatever happened reason in their daily life, and they had a pullback in their business, what would you say to that person to relaunch yourself back to achieve, major success?
Amazing, bro. So I would say, really, you have to push the reset button. Today is day one. Yesterday really did end last night. All right. I would basically say to that individual that all you need to focus on is where you're going. Period. Focus on where you're going, but you've got to do enough. I remember a leader said, how long is it going to take? He said, I don't know. Just keep on swimming like Nemo, right? How many I'm going to go? Just keep on swinging. Keep going. So the reality is, I've heard this a lot. If I just have one thing, it's consistency. If I have one thing, it's emotional intelligence. I understand that I cannot afford. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So if I cheat on my diet, I could cheat on my wife. If I cheat on the business, I could cheat on everything. So I'm like, okay, how can I make sure I personally develop myself on a day-by-day basis to be the best version of me? Because if I'm the best version of me, I'm going to attract a Dr. Jewel Tankard. I'm going to attract a Dwayne Lodge. I'm going to attract a Tony Scott, an Augustine, an Anthony, a Pastor Carl, a Sean, so many people. Dr. China, goodness me. It's like I go to church when I listen to Dr. China. So I'm focused on how can I be the most effective person. And so why do we dress up? How do we dress up? Why do we get ready? Because Superman, when he gets that suit on, you see, he's Clark Kent. He's just Clark Kent when he's just Clark Kent originally, right? But as soon as he gets that suit on, he's a superhero. Just the same way like Spider-Man. So what can you do to protect yourself? What's your shield? What are you listening to on a day-by-day basis? What are you watching? I get inspired by a lot of stuff. I get inspired by Power, Narcos, all that stuff, franchise. So what are you insulating your mind with? Too many people let other people dictate where they're going to go. And the final thing I'll say is this. I had a situation last week with my brother. He owes me a bunch of money, and he owes some other people who I'm close to a bunch of money. All right? I had a decision where I was like, I'm so happy and grateful that I have a financial situation where I can actually handle it and I can just forgive. One of the two most powerful emotions, love and gratitude. Love and gratitude. I can forgive, but at the same time, I said to myself, why don't let this person do this. Don't be in a situation where I allow that person to steal my joy, because I need the energy. I need the energy. I can't afford. Let me play you. Listen, we don't play. Let me play you this audio right now. My brother owed me money. Listen to this. So I'm real. No, that's something else. Here we go. Listen to this.
You can't try on that monitor, mate. Alright, you're fucking doing a business deal. No worries, man. Fucking alright then, bro. No problem when shouts me. You know what I mean? I'll just check on what I'm actually saying. Is that okay, bro? Yeah, is that alright? Yeah, cheers.
Imagine you borrow someone money and you've been waiting 2 years and you need that for somebody else. And you know what I did? What did I do? Look at my face. And look at his. But when I pressed it, I was released.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I could have been like, what? That's it. That's the secret.
Mm-hmm.
That's the secret right there. Nobody is taking me off my path. No one is taking me off my path. I cannot afford to let you take me off my path. That's all I would say. Stay consistent.
Major, bro.
Crap.
And I just pray that people are really catching this and not just hearing it, but really receiving it. Like not letting people get you off your path, guys. That's all it is.
Yes.
Today, it's a straight line from A to Z. And you're gonna stumble. There's gonna be rocks thrown at you. People are gonna tug you left and right. You just gotta commit to staying on that line. Some of you nothing wrong with, life is going to happen. You might have to fix something real quick and then get back on it. But you can't stay off the line for too long. You got to adjust it, clean it, and get right back on line. Oh, man, I had trouble in the family. Address it, get right back on the line. Oh, man, mom's sick. Address it. Mom, you good? Get it right. Cool. Get back on the line. Oh, I got a flat tire. Oh, address it, get it back, patch it up, get right back on the line. That's it, man. Single mom, single dad, young, old, black, white, green, orange, broke, poor, rich. Just address it quickly and get back on the line. Some of you guys spend too much time off the line. Some of you guys spend too much time off the line. Not saying ignore stuff. Y'all think we're saying ignore everything. Y'all hear what he said? He addressed it. Release it. Boom. Address it. Release it. Back on my line. He said, let me show you the big paragraph I sent him. No, he sent him one emoji. One emoji. Address it. Back on the line. Some of you spend way too much time off the line, man. Just you've already started, man. You've already cried. You've already went through the turmoil. Get your reward out of it. Some of you keep resetting your whole journey because you got off the line too long. What are you doing? Just do what you got to do. Get right back on the line. Immediately back on the line. Immediately. I hope y'all get this stuff, man. I hope y'all do. So, Nathan, I appreciate you, brother. I'm sure everybody does on this call. Let's unmute the lines and show some P5000 love.
Yes,
Let's go, my brother. Let's go, brother. Let's go, man. Let's go, bro. Congrats, brother.
Congratulations.
My bro.
Everybody else got next.
Congratulations. Level up season. Win season.
Everybody else got next.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's
Let's
go to Southeast London.
Get back on the line. Get back on the line.
Yes.
Bro.
Back on the line.
Back on the line, baby.
Back on the line. Let's go.
Get back on the line and stay in your lane.
Yes.
Back on the line. Back on the line.
Get back on the line and stay in. Get back on the line.
Where are my rappers? We need a song. Where are my rappers? Back on the line.
Oh yeah. Back on the line. That's my Niger people.
So get back on the line and stay.
Amazing. Awesome.
Get back.